I'm Stuart Paynter. I'm the owner of the Paynter Law Firm. We're a North Carolina law firm with offices based in Raleigh and Hillsborough. So around the country, nationally, thousands of these cases have been filed. And Paynter Law, my firm, is the only firm that has successfully won a judgment in favor of a client. We represented a group of restaurants in Durham that, like a lot of restaurants, were really struggling during the pandemic. They reached out to their insurance broker, to their insurance company. In this case, it was Cincinnati Insurance. And they were told by Cincinnati that there was absolutely no coverage under these policies, and Cincinnati wasn't going to pay out a dime to them. And we were able to obtain a judgment from the court that in fact there was coverage, and there should be coverage in these cases. And we think that's the right answer. These policies should be covering business owners who paid for many years for this coverage and aren't receiving what they paid for. So what is business interruption insurance? Business interruption insurance is specialized insurance that typically is part of a property insurance package. So if you as a business owner own your own premises, then more likely than not, you have some form of business interruption insurance. And if there's some event that causes a loss or damage to your premises that interrupts your business operations. So a lot of folks ask us, I've been affected by the pandemic, I've been affected by these government shutdown orders. Is there a way that I can recover under my insurance policies? And the answer is, it depends. If you are a non-essential business, so you were a business that was shut down by a government order, then you may very well have a claim under your insurance policies for losses related to the government shutdown orders and the COVID pandemic. If you're a business owner whose business has been affected by the government shutdown orders, we are happy to look at your insurance policies to see if there is potential coverage. There isn't always coverage, but oftentimes there is coverage, and we will do that review for free to see if there is potential coverage under your policies for pandemic-related losses. One thing that's important for business owners to understand is you may have asked your agent or your broker whether there's coverage under your business interruption policy for losses related to government shutdown orders or to COVID generally, and you may have been told that there is not coverage. You should not rely on what your agent or your broker is telling you. They are relaying information that they have received from the insurance company, and the insurance companies have uniformly taken the position that there is no coverage under these policies. But that is not necessarily the case. This is an open question of law in North Carolina, and we have successfully obtained coverage for clients even when their broker, their agent, or the insurance company has said that there's no coverage. So these business interruption insurance policies, they uniformly require that the policyholder show some form of physical loss or damage at the premises. And the position of the insurance industry is that this means you have to show that there was actually some physical damage to your premises. And they say, well, a government shutdown order or even coronavirus on your premises does not count as physical damage. The problem with that is that they're ignoring the phrase physical loss. So in other words, when you have physically lost access to your premises, when your customers have physically lost access to your premises, and you can't physically use your premises because of these government shutdown orders, that is a physical loss under the policies. And the court in North Carolina agreed with us that that is a physical loss and triggers coverage under these policies. So as a business owner, what should you do? The important thing to remember is that they are statutes of limitation, and there are often specific timeframes in the insurance policy itself for filing a claim. So it's very important that no matter what your agent or your broker has told you about whether there's coverage or not coverage under these insurance policies, you need to file a claim. You need to file a claim and have that claim formally denied by the insurance company. And of course, at Paynter Law, we are happy to help you with that process because it can be somewhat complicated. So as a business owner, send us your policies. We will give them a free review to see if there is potential coverage under those policies. And if there is, we take all our cases on contingency, which means that you don't need to pay us anything unless we're actually able to recover insurance proceeds for you. If you're interested in having us take a look at your policies to see if you have coverage, you can simply go to our website. It's www.paynterlaw.com, or feel free to email me directly at stewart@paynterlaw.com, and we'd be happy to give you a free review of your policies to see if there's potential coverage. So a question, of course, that a lot of people have is, how much can I actually recover under these insurance policies? And the short answer is, you can recover the losses that you incurred as a result of the government shutdown orders. So you can get the profits that you would have made if you hadn't been shut down. And in addition to your lost profits, you can also recover the expenses that you're incurring during the period in which you were shut down. It's important to note that these policies apply even if you were not completely shut down. As long as you were shut down in whole or in part by a government order, you're potentially going to have under these policies a claim. A common question we get is, well, if I got a PPP loan or something like that, can I still recover under these insurance policies? And the answer to that has not been determined by North Carolina courts, but in general, there's a legal rule that says just because you received money from another source doesn't mean you can't still recover it under your insurance policy. And we think that that is the most likely result here in North Carolina.